watching Sports with Ben Rosehart.
He will always be someone I admire in this industry, a true trailblazer, and a great reminder to always be yourself.
I think I'm going to learn how to slam dunk before the season's over.
With or without the trampoline?
Well, we'll see.
The Nittany Lions like to gamble a little bit on fourth down, and there's a method to their madness. So he knows a thing or two about March Madness, and now he is one more win away from matching that feat. You never know what's going to happen, right? And you also never know who might stop by, right, little guy?
Iowa football has a history of turning walk-ons into stars.
Yeah, like
right?
Brett Greenwood from the QCA, too.
Great example from Pleasant Valley High School, of course, and the latest in the long line of walk-ons. And then things just get really crazy. With Lindauer batting in the fifth, a huge opossum literally decides to join the fun, waltzes out onto the field. Lindauer's like, I'm trying to figure out how to hit this 1-2 curveball. I don't know what to do with this. Kim wants no part of the rascal, no relation to the Bandits mascot, of course. Play was stopped until the grounds crew finally gets things under control with the help of a trash can. And the crisis is averted, standing ovation all around, and the Lumber Kings even gave our helper some high fives as he exits stage right. What a wacky night. Lumber Kings come back to win this one, by the way. 6-5 the final. I still can't get over that. It's,
yeah.
You know,
he was out of there.
Weird Midwest League, the 16-run comeback.
You're watching Sports with Ben Rosehart.
We all know Santa is a busy guy, and apparently he needs some help. So for the second year in a row, I put in a good word for you and your favorite sports teams. Let's see what Santa has in store under the Christmas tree. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the Quad Cities, this lonely sportscaster was stirring and trying to be witty. What should Santa give to our favorite athletes and teams? What do people really want? What are their dreams? Well, Chase and Randall would love another trip to the big dance. That win over Texas, that gives the Cardinal a good chance. The Hawkeyes need more three-pointers to fall. When Aaron White is dunking, he's having a ball. The coach of the year could be the mayor of Ames. After last year's Sweet 16, he might win 30 games. Our Quad City Mallards are hitting their stride. Can you help them claim the title? They play with such pride. The Packers are aiming for a first-round bye. Against the Lions Sunday, they gotta win, no loss or tie. Most Bears fans are screaming, a new coach, a new plan. Santa, please make it official. Mark Trestman cannot be the man.
We're not trying to sugarcoat it. We didn't win.
Watching Hunter Hill at Augustana has certainly been nice. The Vikings are so good they have yet to lose twice. Against the defending champs, they won 96-94. Here's an idea, Santa. How about an encore? The North Scott Lancers are chasing a potential state title. With so many seniors, their opponents feel frightful. The Lady Prophets finished second last time at state. Can you help them win it all? That would be great. There are dominant wrestlers at Bettendorf and Assumption. If they repeat again, now that would be something. On Madden, on Castro, John Lester and Theo Epstein. Could this be the Cubs' year, the likes we've never seen? Geneseo football would love another winning campaign. The Illini are bowl-bound. They really want this game. The Hawkeyes keep saying they want to finish strong. Help them convert when it's 3rd and long.
For the win.
Ravante Rice was clutch against Mizzou. Please help him stay healthy for the orange and blue. The Highlight Zone returns in a couple of weeks. Can you help us with new themes and a couple of tweaks? Thanks for listening, Santa. I hope those ideas shine bright. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Some bowl games stand out because your favorite team is involved. Others because of great moments like the 2007 Fiesta Bowl when Boise State stunned Oklahoma with a ton of trick plays. On Christmas Eve, the Popeye Bahamas Bowl blew up Twitter after a ridiculous finish. Central Michigan trailed Western Kentucky by 35, but rallies with 5 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to set up a crazy finish, down by 7 with 1 second to go. Check out the completion and then a ton of laterals. The play is still alive. They need to get in the end zone because the clock has run out. Eventually, those tricky Chippewas. Titus Davis hits the pylon. He's in for the touchdown, so it's a 1-point ball game, 49-48. Central Michigan decides to go for the win. They go for the 2-point conversion, the fade to the corner, and after one of the craziest plays I can remember, the fade pass, probably one of the most deflating plays ever. Even Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is depressed. It can be hard to have a rooting interest when the NHL and the NFL no longer have all-star games featuring 2 conferences. But both leagues this year have drafted teams like kind of like a fantasy league, and everybody gets to wear uniforms that look like highlighters. As long as nobody gets hurt, everybody's basically happy. Let's start on the ice. El Capitan, Jonathan Taves of the Blackhawks, in charge of one of the squads. He had a huge game, 1 goal and 4 assists. That one to Rick Nash made it 7-6.
His Chicago teammate Patrick Kane actually on the other team. Kane lights the lamp twice, had an assist. I was just rooting for a high-scoring game. Mission accomplished, as I think Eric Maitland would also agree later. Team Taves wins 17-12. Meanwhile, the Pro Bowl also featuring neon highlighter uniforms, teammates playing against each other. Hall of Famers Michael Irvin and Chris Carter were the captains. In the third quarter, how about this? Saints quarterback Drew Brees tosses a 21-yard touchdown to Jordy Nelson, and Clay Matthews is on the other team. He's going to celebrate with his Packers teammate. That's kind of funny. 20-19, Team Carter in front. For what it's worth, Matt Ryan finds Jimmy Graham in the last 3 minutes and change to get the victory for Team Irvin, who was wearing the neon orange. 32-28, the final score. Hopefully they go back to maybe AFC versus NFC in the future, though, right, Eric?
I would appreciate that in both hockey and football, and those highlighting colors. I guess even the NHL is backing the Seattle Seahawks.
I like them. Makes them stand out.
Maybe we should start wearing just like obnoxiously bright colors.
I support this.
I mean,
I'm into
you're
it.
supposed to wear good colors that pop.
You know, I hear consultants love that.
KWQC's Ben Rosehart has much more from Kinnick.
Despite 4 turnovers in the first half, the Hawkeyes still built a 17-point advantage in the third quarter. Usually that's more than enough to hold on for a victory, but Nebraska was able to score quickly through the air and on special teams.
We had our opportunities, no question about that. But the two things that really cost us today were the turnovers and then errors in the or misgivings in the special teams area. And that I'm not going to say came as a surprise. We thought that returner was as dangerous of a guy as we've seen this season.
We had turnovers. Just didn't play well enough as an offensive unit out there. Caught too many 3-and-outs in that second half. That's basically like a turnover almost. Probably could have put them to bed maybe, but we let them stay in it. They stuck in it. They played better than us in that second half, and they beat us.
A potential knockout blow came in the third quarter when Rudock overthrew Damon Powell for what should have been a touchdown.
We felt confident, but as an offense, we weren't putting points on the board, and we knew that. We knew we had to. Hey, we have to go do something about it, and unfortunately, we weren't able to do that until a little too late.
We kept fighting. They just made Nebraska's a good team. They make plays, so there's no letting up in us. They found some holes in our defense and they exposed it.
It just sucks because we didn't. Our record doesn't show how good of a team we are because we are a really good team, and like I said earlier, we just didn't win the winnables, the games that we should have won, and today was another one of those.
At 7-5, the Hawkeyes still have one more opportunity to send the seniors out with a victory, and one source tells me they might end up playing at the 49ers' new stadium out in Santa Clara. In Iowa City, Ben Rosehart, KBQC TV6 Sports.